Hello there everybody, my name's Tedesu and welcome to the first stream of Subnautica. Yes, our first Subnautica stream. Classic, nothing too shabby. And we are officially in the game. I guess we can start this stream off with a little bit of the fun part. This cinematic never gets old. Okay, so, first off, since last stream was Subnautica 2, I just want to do a long playthrough of the first game. But to do that, we need a few things. First, we gotta get to a really deep area. Thankfully, we got this little sea glide to help us. So right about here should be reasonable to build what we're going to build. Just right off the bat because, you know. Okay. Well, the vehicle fabricator exists in Subnautica 2.
Short-range scans suggest this biome supports extensive biodiversity and connects to a number of
First
small
vehicle
networks.
of the series.
The Cyclops is designed to be operated by
never
a
actually
crew. Only experienced helmspeople should attempt to pilot this vehicle solo.
How do I... What is the... F11. Okay, we got our starter base basically. Yeah, so first things first, in this stream I want to do a few things. I want to get rid of these floaters, obviously. First order of business is to get some sort of storage system going. This is very important in any Subnautica run. And what's nice about these wall lockers is they can be labeled. So, like, they can be labeled, which is absolutely amazing. Yes, they can be placed almost anywhere inside the Cyclops, but... Yeah, basically this stream, this is our first stream on my Twitch that is Subnautica, like the original Subnautica. It doesn't have snap trigger like the second game. Okay, there we go. Storage. Now, oh, I need a fabricator actually. That's the only other thing I honestly need. Make yourself at home. Okay, this looks really good. I'm gonna screenshot that actually. Damn. Okay, guess we should, I want, now don't quote me on this, I want a place to store my ion cubes. So we're gonna pop a wall locker there and name it ion cubes. There. So when we get ion cubes, we can basically take those and put them in there. First things first, actually. We're gonna go down underwater and see what outcrops there are. Okay, you know what? Let me just clear my inventory there. Subnautica live stream, just what we need. I'm gonna actually just dump all this stuff. You know, once you get food bars, this is the only time in this mode where you can get them, so just note that. I need to find outcrops. It's different in the second game, because in the second game, outcrops don't really exist. There are large ores, but you can break them. Your probability of survival has just increased to unlikely. Salt. Okay. I'm just gonna gather as many ores as possible. I know I don't need them, but... Well, ion cubes actually are an exception, because with an ion cube you can activate any given alien device. The first place you'll probably see them and probably be able to obtain them is the island, which is very far away from here, and I am not in the mood to go over how to exactly to get there. I know where it is because I've played this game before. I've been playing Subnautica for a while. I used to play it on Nintendo Switch, so I had a whole base and everything. I had tons of resources, tons of, like, basically everything. I had basically access to every material in the game, so, and I had ion cubes, because I had traveled to the island. I have traveled to the island, which is kind of ironic. Is that a sand shark? I have traveled to the island, which is, I've traveled to it at least 2 or 3 times, and it's really, it's just I'll spoil it, because we're gonna do that in the future. We're gonna do that in the future, don't worry. But basically there's this thing that you can, there's this giant cannon. I call it a quarantine cannon, but you can call it whatever you want. It's basically a giant, it's basically a giant plasma cannon that was developed by the precursors to stop anyone from going within the atmosphere of planet 4546b, where the game takes place. I'm gonna get a picture of you. Boom. Anyway, yeah, so basically the whole spiel is you crash land on alien world on your way to another world where basically a mega corporation rules everything. They call it transgov, according to the story, and transgovernmental societies don't have to follow Earth's laws. That's the thing about a transgov society. A transgov society it would be like giving a bunch of humans the right to start a nation, but sovereign from the humanity and creativity of Earth. That's why transgovs are like weird. Because a transgov society isn't about pure helping. Like Altera Corporation, the company that was sending you to a different planet than this one. Altera Corporation kind of what's the word? They balked it. They balked it. They absolutely balked it. I probably wouldn't even need to use the traditional screenshot keys because Xbox Game Bar should support it. This is absolutely gorgeous at night. Yeah, so the lore is very, very deep, and if you played the second game, there's even more knowledge and adventure and stuff. Like it's a tale about what would you do to survive.
Scans show a nearby cave.
What would you do to survive if everything you knew
to an unknown
ditched you? You're one way to your next life, completely obliterated. I'm sorry, that's rude. Yeah, yeah, but it's true. What would you do if your way home was destroyed? Well, what would you do, right? Clip that. Clip that. What would you do?
Welcome aboard.
These are just bulb
Systems online.
Okay, what do we got? Copper. Close enough. Pork. We have quartz. Pork. We have lead. Pork. Salt. Yeah, I don't really care about salt. Like, nobody cares about salt.
Detecting increased local radiation levels. Trend is consistent with damage to the Aurora's drive core sustained during planet fall.
And work. Salvage. Work. Okay then. Inventory sorted out. Cyclops ready to go. Shaders optimal. And yeah. Yeah, we won't hit it to the island just yet. We're still setting up our base. Okay then. Okay. Engine. Check. I think we're basically done with it. I don't know. We've set up our starter base. Well, not really a starter base, but a Cyclops base. And, yeah. How long has this been going? 18 minutes. I'll shoot for another, like, 20. It would be nice if recycling was a thing. There is actually a mod for that, from what I'm aware. I could install that mod. Hey guys, I don't even remember how to install Subnautica mods. Hang on, let me try to remember how to mod Subnautica. Looks like you're not connected to the internet. What? No. Oh no. Oh no. I'm confuddled. Guys, we have an actual problem with the internet. The stream's been cut. I'll be back later. Bye.